Hi, welcome back to the channel. So today it's Monday, it's Bank Holiday Monday, and I'm in the teleporter because we've been carting the muck out to the field and it just needs heaping up. So as you can see just there, we started to heap it up with the loader. So the idea is that the muck will stay in one place and then I'll come and spread it later on in the year, start of next year, and it'll hopefully work out quite well. We've been lucky with the weather actually, been really sunny these last couple of days. I picked these up at the show, some freebie Manitou sunglasses to match the teleporter. But as you can see, this is what we're trying to do. So basically try and heat the pile up a little bit and keep it away from the rest of the field. So I'll do this last little bit here. As you can see, weather-wise, ideal. Nice to be on the land and not making a mess because it's so dry. So it has made a big difference. So just go in the cab and then I'll talk to you about the shed, which is nearly clear of wood, ready to be tidied up for the machinery business. So got the aircon on, haven't had that on for ages, but you want it on cool. So we've been carting this out every couple of days, taking muck out of the yard. All the cattle are nearly out now as well, which I'm really excited about because it means that I can focus on getting the muck out of the yard and start mucking out the cow sheds. So that'll be my next job. And then after that, with the good weather, we'll be looking at mowing, silage, which is something which I've been wanting to do for a while. So obviously it'll be another probably 3 or 4 weeks. But that being said, with this good weather, it's going to make such a big difference. I think it'll, the grass will really grow with this sun, and it's had fertiliser, so there's nothing else we can do now other than wait. So we'll get this up here. 6.9's been carting all of this out. 6R has been on the cattle float, carting sheep and cattle out, so that's what that machine's been doing. And the 65 is on the scraper. The yard has nearly all been concreted, and I'm getting some stock in next week for the machinery business. So we've got some toppers from Fleming coming. If anyone's interested, I'll leave a link in the description down below. But yeah, there's toppers. There'll be log splitters for the winter. And if you've got any machinery requests, anything you'd like us to sell, do leave it in the comment section down below. We're also looking later on in the year, for probably 2025, we're looking at ride-on lawn mowers for the horticultural side of the business. So we get requests for that from the equine. Do you sell ride-on lawn mowers or push lawn mowers, stuff like that? So that's something else we'll look into as well. But teleporters, of course, would be nice. I mean, with all the big brands and big companies, a lot of the teleporter brands are tied up. Manitou, which we're in now, used to be, of course, famously Ben Burge's, and then they've gone over to another brand. I think it's Crammer. And TNS is now the dealer in Norfolk for Manitou. So we can't sell Manitou because obviously TNS sell them. But that will probably be where we get the next Manitou from anyway, because this one's done over 3,000 hours now, and we'll look at something in the next couple of years, I should think. Because it is just the busiest machine on the farm. It's always on the go, as anyone will know. Livestock farm, mixed farm, teleporters are generally the most used piece of equipment. So that's why they're quite important to look after, grease, maintain, and of course if you put in the hours on them, change them every 3 or 4 years if you can, to keep them up to date and in warranty. I'd rather have an up-to-date telehandler and old tractors than the other way around. That being said, we are putting quite a lot of hours on the 6.9 at the moment, which I need to change over to the 6R really. Of course, the modern tractors, they just don't make the same sound or the same noise. They just haven't got the character. And I suppose some people, can't get as passionate about the new tractors. But the only new tractor I like is the new John Deere 6R 150. I'd just like it to have a slightly bigger fuel tank and a slightly lower price. It's about £130,000 for that machine. So I'm going to wait for them to come down a little bit. I don't think they will, but that's a tractor I like. And I also like the 6910 John Deeres. They're also very good. I've given up on the 6410 at the moment because they're just so rare. Can't seem to find one, but I can find a few 6910s. So yeah, I'd probably say 6910 and 6R 150, something like that, over the next sort of 3 or 4 years. And yeah, I've got to see, it's a little bit wet there where that muck's been lying, but the sun will soon bake it out. But for the size of machine this is, it's doing quite a good job because 3-ton lift, 6-metre reach, Vario transmission. Of course, if we went for a construction spec machine, you wouldn't get the luxuries of the command arm and the slightly bigger hydraulic pump and a vario transmission and the upgraded cab. So I think next time round it will be another MLT, another ag spec machine. As much as I would like an MT 1033 for the construction side for plant hire, it'll be another ag machine, I think, if anything. And then I really need a sweeper bucket, so there'll be one of those coming very soon to sweep up the new concrete, because as I've found in the yard, when you drive over with all the muck and everything, the concrete gets covered in cow muck, and I'd like to keep that fairly clean if I can, because it's important for the machinery business. So it's trying to keep all the different businesses happy, if that makes sense. You know, the farm will work with the machinery business and vice versa. It's like the livestock supplements the arable side of the farm with muck, and the arable grows food for the cattle. So behind us, fodder beet's growing over there. That'll be feeding the cattle in the winter time. Something I want to get into next year is beef production, sort of start fattening up some more cattle, Aberdeen Angus's specifically, and the new shed, which is in talks with Graham Heath, will be a beef unit basically. So that is something we are looking at for next year, and we're going to need some good food to fatten the animals. We'll try and keep some more barley back if we can for the beef unit, and then the Manitou will be working in there every day, and then ideally at some point, you know, I hire the muck spreader in all the time at the moment, but you know, if we get enough cattle, I wouldn't mind a muck spreader at some point. Like a bunning would be quite nice. I do like bunning machines, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens over the next year really. So lots of stuff on the go, it's exciting. I'll show you the barn, which is coming along, and we've got some cladding going in there as well soon to make like a small machinery showroom. So I'll just finish this lot and I'll go back to the yard. We'll be back in the yard in a minute. But yeah, this is where the rest of the muck's going to be tipped now, so it's just trying to tidy it all up really for when the next load of muck comes in. Alright, so we're back in the yard, so hopefully you can see now. This was the barn which I'd started on last week. Got the 6.9 over there with the trailer. We've been cutting the wood out of here. Got where the high vis for the insurance, health and safety and all that, construction site now. So as you can see, all cleared out. Took me 3 days and working in the evenings to try and do it. So this is now free of the wood. So the wood is now over the road, waiting to be taken away by a recycling company. And these edges have still got to be done. I'm going to get I've got a digger coming, which I'll pick up this week at some point. I was supposed to pick it up yesterday, but it'll be later on in the week. So I'm going to dig these edges out, clean this all out, and then this will be ready here for just leveling this area out and basically prepping it up for concrete. So it'll have type 1, and then it'll join obviously that part of the farmyard there. So that's been finished in a rough tampered edge, and then the concrete in here can be a smooth finish or even a polished concrete finish, depending on the budget and how far I want to go for the machinery showroom. So we'll tidy all this up. Got some wood panels just to put in, like wood planks, so it will look fairly presentable for customers for the machinery. So although, you know, it looks a bit rough, a bit worse for wear at the moment, in the future this will be transformed. So remember what it looks like now, because it will look very different soon, and it's just going to take time. I thought, you know, taking on this project, I thought it would get the better of me a little bit, but we did eventually get there over the weekend. So the JBR showroom is on its way to being finished, and it'll hopefully be ready for later on in the year in September time. So we'll have an open day then. So it's coming along. Right, so we'll just take the last load. I've loaded up the wood, the last bit of wood from the shed, which has got to go ready to be picked up by the recycling lorry this week. So we'll take the last load out this afternoon, and then the shed will be ready to be repaired. So now this has taken ages to do this, and I've finally nearly done it, so almost finished. And I know a lot of people have been talking about the new series of Clarkson's Farm. I'd like to go and watch that tonight if I can. I haven't watched any of it yet, just been really busy on the farm. So I think I'll bank holiday Monday, I'll have an hour this evening to try and watch that if I can, and then it's straight back to work next morning, which will be Tuesday. So All guns blazing, all the companies will be back at work, so everyone will be on the phone to me tomorrow. Got the 6R at the moment on the cattle trailer, that's carting cattle out still. A few more loads to go. Good machine, that one. And here we go, here's the piles of wood. Look at this shit. Oh my word. Jeez, man. It's taken me ages. I want to go and chill out now. I'm so done after this weekend. But you've got to go all hours to get the job done. Up we go. Now tip the last load out and I'll be finished for tonight. I'm not doing anything else today. Come on. Right, that's it. So that's emptied now. We can go and cart some muck with that for the rest of the week. And I need to build a website for the machinery company. So if there's anyone out there who knows how to build a website, get in touch with us. Send an email to either ollysfarmbusiness@gmail.com or JBR Plant and Machinery @gmail.com, because I need a website building for machinery stock. So I've been doing social media for all these years, but I can't build a website. So we need to get that off the ground. And then later on in the week, I'm hoping to go to the Cambridge machinery sale, which I keep missing every month because we've been so busy as of late. So I'm going to do that. Put this tractor away anyway this evening, and then we'll go and watch the first episode of Clarkson's Farm. Let me know in the comments if you've been watching it and if you're enjoying it. It's all a bit of fun. It's promoting farming. I think Clarkson's done a lot of good for the farming community, and we'll try and find a 65 at the next auction and look at some old John Deeres as well, and some of the Fords for George's Ford Challenge. I haven't forgotten about that either. I know you guys keep reminding me about that. And I'm still looking for the horse as well for the Gallagher, so that is still being found. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your bank holiday. Back to work tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next video on Wednesday. Click here to subscribe to the channel, and click here to watch another Olly's Farm video.